For that, CK Narayan also now joins in from Growth Avenues. CK, hi, good afternoon. It was quite interesting. Yesterday we had a bit of a breakout, and today we have seen the markets actually consolidating again. Was yesterday a bit of a false breakout, or do you think it's only a matter of time now before Nifty actually heads out to say 8,500 or so? What's your call on the market now?
I would tend to think it's a bit of the latter of what you said. We have been having a series of breakout up, to the upside in all sorts of stocks, small, mid, large, let's say momentum, FI base, whatever. All sorts of stocks are having and sustaining upside breakout. So clearly the momentum, the trend, everything is to the upside. Today it was like we did have a decent start at the, in the morning, but then somebody probably off the switch on the momentum side for the day, and we have spent the day largely consolidating. But the key point to note is that there has been virtually no price damage during this phase of consolidation, which only goes to suggest that, not too much of leveraged or positions are there to really, hold up the trend in any manner. So my sense is that people are trading long, but they seem to be a little nervous about holding on to positions. They are getting in and out of positions pretty quickly. Those who are playing the slightly longer term cycle and momentum have all moved to the small and mid cap space, where sufficient amount of action and sustained momentum run is actually yielding much better profits. So I think a considerable amount of action has actually shifted to the small and mid cap space, which is probably why you are seeing much better returns come out of those areas over the last several weeks. But then that area of the market needs support from the main area of the market, and the Nifty seems to be going great guns. It has pushed into a new high. I see no reason why it should not head out to about somewhere around 86, 86.50 with, say during this run.
Our guests are still with us, so let's go back to them. Dr. Narayan, what is the sense you're getting about how to trade some of these PSU banks now? What would your top pick be? Would it continue to be names like SBI and PNB, or would you even look outside the index to trade?
Yeah, I think PSU banks now, with the trend sort of kind of sustaining in the banking space, I think smaller banks like, let's say, IOB and IDBI of course is not among that list, but the smaller banks, Andhra Bank, Allahabad Bank, are also picking up some trends. But then you have to actually differentiate this. The type of players who get into those kind of stocks are clearly the smaller retail players. For them, even though State Bank would definitely present a much better trading opportunity even, they still prefer to go into the IOBs and Andhra banks of the world. So there will be, as long as the trend in the banking sector is sustained, there will be some movements in the smaller PSU banks. But I would say for a little safer trading, a little, let's say, positional play as well, I would choose to stick to State Bank, which I think has actually set off very, very positive signals with post the announcement of the results. And I think something like a few 100-point run is definitely on the cards in State Bank. It would not surprise me at all to see State Bank mount a challenge on its previous high of 3,500. So I think that's the kind of move one should go for. But if, let's say, Andhra Bank and IOB floats your boat, by all means trade them, because the leaders are up and running. Bank of Baroda is up and running. PNB, I think, fed fairly decently today. So I think in the wake of those, the smaller ones will run. So you can take your pick. There are many vehicles to run with this.